So now that we have the handgun, now we have the directive to go back and talk to Mayor Bartlett. That's why I remember him being very early in the game. I remembered that, and I remember the junkyard. I just couldn't remember the sequence of events, is what I couldn't remember. I don't remember what this is, either. I don't recall.
Elle, you there?
Hello?
What the hell is this?
Alex Shepard.
Alex Shepard?
Oh, okay.
You in the
He's just talking to his hand. We might be the most fucked up mental person in this whole game.
Hello?
I mean, obviously the graphic for the radio didn't load, but that's really fucking hysterically funny. Oh yeah, that's right, okay. Now I remember what this is. Now I recall. It's starting to come back to me a little bit. It's that thing. This thing is called a smog, I believe. But it's going to be called dead here in a minute, as soon as I get my fucking handgun out. As soon as I get my handgun out. Clear the air. Okay. Yeah, so those are smogs. They're kind of a stupid enemy. So something about the Silent Hills. I can't recall if any of the enemies have any actual bearing on the plot. Because usually Silent Hill enemies are representative of something. And I thought I had an idea of what all of them would represent in this game, but I don't know if it's accurate or not. All these people are missing. My god, what happened? I knew some of these people. Black has not been taken down for a long time. Okay. So now we have to head back to the cemetery, and that's probably when the dogs show up, because now we have the pistol. So now they're going to be throwing more enemies at us, because now we're more equipped, which makes sense. So let's make our way back to the cemetery, and we'll talk to the mayor and see if we can get down to the bottom of what the fuck is going on in this town. I mean, everybody knows it's Silent Hill. It's going to be fucked up, of course, but... And everybody hates the combat in this game, and I think the combat in this game is actually pretty goddamn well designed, I'm not gonna lie. It gives the enemies a lot of difference in identity, and I think it's actually pretty cool, especially on some of the boss fights later. It's kind of distinctive for Silent Hill. There's no other Silent Hill that shares this combat engine. The closest thing, remarkably, to it is Silent Hill Downpour, and Silent Hill Downpour is a little bit more simplistic with the way its combat works, comparatively to this game. So as you can see, nothing is very threatening in this game, as long as you know how to tackle it. If you know how to tackle it, it's not really all that bad. I think the schisms and the four-legged fucks are probably the worst enemies in this game by far. There's another enemy concept later on that we'll be encountering that I think is pretty cool. It has a pretty neat dynamic to it. Okay, is this where we run into the double doggos? Because if it is, I'm just going to run past them so I can conserve resources. So something I'm kind of trying to display is like the ways that the combat operates. Again, I think it's a pretty goddamn neat combat system. I've never seen anything quite like it, and I feel like a lot of thought was put into it, for the most part. There's some kind of bullshit attacks later, from certain enemy types, but nothing really all that bad. Another thing I like about this game's combat engine is that everything is entirely reactive. So everything is dependent on the way the player moves, and I think that's really cool. There is no, like, RNG factor bullshit where, like, the enemy will just do this attack that you can't get away from. You're not locked into any given animation, you're not forcibly punished by anything. It's entirely skill dependent, and I think that's neat. Oh, now the gate to the Bartlett family mausoleum is open. Maybe this is why I remember it opening. What a creepy looking statue. I don't know, that's kind of cool. I wouldn't mind having something like that in my yard. There are 2 graves here. There's 2 open caskets. Why 2? I don't entirely recall. This is the crypt of Mason Bartlett, one of Shepherd's Glen's original founders. In memory of Mason Bartlett, who died March 10th, 1874 at 55 years of age. You living mortals, stop and read a solemn warning from the dead. Your life is frail and death is sure. Believe in Christ and heaven secure. Patricia Bartlett, died 19. I can't make out the rest. This looks like a child's coffin. There's some sort of strange lock keeping it closed. This piece needs to be pulled free. I do remember this, actually. But these slide up and over it, don't they? Okay. Okay, this piece can go all the way up. This piece needs to go... okay. Does it have to be pulled all the way down, or does it only have to be pulled part of the way down? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. Okay, let's slide that down. Let's slide this over. Okay, it has to go all the way down. Okay, that's fine. No, that's not fine. I thought it was fine. Okay, now it's fine. The real tile puzzle will come later. And I remember that one being a massive bitch. That shaking is so fucking cool. I think the tremor right there of the coffin lid sliding backward is so well done.
Forgive me.
Somebody needs some Tylenol. Oh wait, no, this is how we get to the next sequence, isn't it? Yes, okay. I remember now. It's starting to come back. And then I remember a hotel. Every Silent Hill game has some sort of hotel in it. Every single one.
Where am I?
Welcome to Silent Hill. That has got to be one of the most iconic signs in horror game history. So fucking cool every time you see that sign. Unless you're the protagonist, and then you know you're fucked. You're like, oh shit. Took a wrong turn at Albuquerque and ended up in Silent Hill. God damn it. Why did Twitch auto-mod MILF from my chat? I'm just noticing that right now. Why did they get rid of the term MILF? Come on. It's a pretty generally widely accepted term, I think. Grand Hotel. But we can't get in there until we get the fire axe, so we have to go get the fire axe. And if I remember correctly, we have to duck under this fire truck. But I think we have to go down an alleyway. Possibly this one. GG's pussy. There we go. Yeah, I remember this part, because, yeah, you get the fire axe from here. This dude really gets around, doesn't he? How does the same dead body keep ending up in different places? It's kind of weird. It's almost unbelievable. I think I would prefer there to be a significant lack of dead bodies, rather than run into the same model for the same corpse over and over again. I can't really extend the disbelief there. Can we try this door? I know it won't open, but... looks like the shop is closed. You know, wanted to see what Alex would have to say in regards to it. So this is the hotel that I'm remembering. I remember this hotel. Actually, I remember getting totally fucked up by a nurse in this hotel, because she just kept attack spamming me. I remember that.